Hey Cancers, welcome to your messages. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. Let's see what we have for our lovely Cancerians. For personal readings, my information is in the description box, guys. Let's see. Okay, choose wisely. That's the 7 of Cups there. Let's see. The light. Wonderful. The sun there. Bringing clarity after a time of confusion. A time where you had to make difficult choices. But you're now going to start reaping the rewards of the sun there. The sun's the highest card in the deck for love. But I feel like there's been some times you've had to make some choices and not even known if it was the right choice, and you had to use your intuition, you had to use that watery energy, even maybe still confused about, did I make the right decision, am I making the right decision? But you're now going to go through a time here of clarity, beautiful new energy coming in. I'm not surprised with it being you know, the sun card. It will be soon that we return to Cancer season, so you know, everything lining up in your natal chart, getting clarity, getting positive energy coming in. And this is the 5 of Swords, conflict and defeat. So you could have been saying, hey, that was a lose-lose situation that I had to let go of. I've seen it, so I'll say it. Rest and rejuvenation there at the bottom. 4 of Swords, so having to go through a period of healing. And again, mental conflict. 2 of Swords there. You know, indecision, not sure if you made the right decision, and maybe even at times feeling defeated or challenged by your choice, you know, or somebody else's choice that maybe even felt like it was sprung upon you. Did I make the right choice? Is this, you know, the right thing to do? Maybe even waiting. Am I waiting in vain? You know, did I let go too soon? Should I wait? You know, should I let go so soon? I feel like you're going to get answers to that you've been struggling with. You're not defeated. When I get this 5 of Swords, you know, for my golden child, some people say black sheep, I say golden child. It seems like all those that passed before you left the weight on your shoulders. They haven't, this hasn't gone unnoticed. Okay, your ancestors who went before you recognize how much, you know, you're carrying, how much struggle you've been through, the changes, the challenges that you're facing, often alone. So maybe the family that's alive is, you know, maybe around but not really standing with you. It's a challenge on its own, right? So your ancestors see this having to be the odd one out and never really fitting in with anybody, doing the work that those ancestors failed to do. They want to give you recognition for that, you know. This 5 of Swords, sometimes we have to lose to win is what they're telling me. Sometimes we have to let go to receive what's meant for us, and you're going to get clarity on why maybe you had to let go of the decisions that was made here. You could be asking, why me, ancestors? Why me? Why do I have to face all this? Can't another adult or can't another chosen one in the family take on some of this responsibility? Because the 7 and the 5 shows, you know, a lot of challenges and obstacles. Maybe in romantic relationships, it manifests itself first, so that, you know, with your intuition, you feel it, and then go on to look at other challenges. So it's like you're the woke one, if you like that word. But it's like, yeah, you're the one who gets to see everybody clearly for what they are, who they are. Maybe through their masks, and people don't like that. So in turn, it feels like people don't like you, but it's because your intuition can easily point out, you know, what their game is or what they're trying. And maybe you spent a lot of time keeping it to yourself, trying to fit in with this family and stuff like that, and now you're seeing the, hey, I'm just gonna be me. It's hard, but it's the only way for me to actually be comfortable in my own skin anymore, to do me and show me and live as me. I've lived long enough as somebody else and other people's ways. Let's see here. 3 of Wands. Finally. The news that you've been waiting for, the ship's waiting, that you've been waiting for. It feels like that, like a relief, finally. You know, you're getting recognition or something here. Well, definitely from your ancestors, but it could be from people who are around you, people who are living around you. Finally, it's here. Oh, finally, I get the news I've waited so long for. Now I can see I made the right choice. So finally, I get the answer. That's that clarity with the Sun. Okay, King of Cups there, wanting to make itself known. Flipping over while I'm shuffling the deck. So it's like finally, not only am I ready to give love, but I'm ready to receive love. Finally, I get that communication I've waited so long for, after even maybe a choice was made that you had no part of. You finally get the answer. Hindsight, it feels like you finally get that. Okay, the Emperor. So somebody's going to drop their ego here and make a decision. So if there was a choice between two people, it's like they chose somebody else. They feel like they made the wrong decision, but the reason they made that decision was ego. The other person was maybe even easier to manipulate, and you went through this healing. Very challenging, feeling defeated, rejected by people. Not only this romantic person, but having to do it on your own. You can often feel that, you know, even the world, society in general here, not standing up for you, not standing up for what's right. Maybe there was a time here and it wasn't with a romantic partner, but people were supposed to stand up for you and they didn't. People were supposed to defend you and speak up, and they just put their head down and let things happen. Finally, people are starting to see your side of things, that, hey, that person was done wrong. This person was like this, you know, it's always like blaming the victim here, and you as the victim of somebody else's ego, somebody else's narcissism even, and you took the hit for it. It's like you took the blame for it, and you're like, you know, been questioning all this time, you know, did I make the right decision? Was it me? You know, are they all right? And you had to stand your own ground and say, no, they're wrong, and no, they're, you know, they're not acting right. They should have supported me. Why are they blaming the victim here? So I feel like finally they start to recognize that you've done this all on your own. You faced all these problems on your own, and you finally get that recognition you deserve. The Emperor showing that maybe your own ego and own strength that was like, no, I'm fine, was part of the delay as well. Because maybe you was like, I'm strong, I'm tough, and you know, things like that. And when people are strong and tough, nobody usually helps them. So, you know, maybe that was your own ego at play as well, and you had to go through this downfall of the ego in order to get back on track and do this ancestral work and breaking these generational cycles on your own. 2 of Wands, my to be or not to be card. You're at a crossroads. I've had this card come out in quite a few readings, that people are at this point that's now about to change their whole life because they're getting that recognition. Do I continue on this path, or do I go a new way, a separate way? Do I make a new choice here? So there could be very important decisions to make at this time. Make it with your intuition rather than your head here, because it's showing that, you know, your head might lead you to overthinking, and your superpower is your intuition. So use your intuition. Some of you could be dreaming about somebody here, and they're making up their mind about you. They have a decision to make about you. So it might be that you've waited to hear from this person and they finally decide to contact you here. And that was the news you was waiting for. So let's see. I'm glad to see that there's huge shifts going on. Yeah, because people have been facing these challenges as a collective, I would say, in romantic, this is the 7th house, so this is the house of marriage and long-term relationships. People have really been facing challenges because this seems to have been the time where people have been walked by relationships, you know, being the spiritual catalyst. For some people, it can be car accidents and near-death experiences. But it seems like we've been through a huge period where this catalyst was relationships, long-term relationships being affected by the outside 3D world. So because there's now more internet and things like that, people want instant messages, instant relationship, and instantly break up. Nobody wants to work on it. And I feel like your old soul found this energy very difficult. So you wasn't looking for quick and easy. You was looking for long term, and you was looking for commitment and love. And this sort of energy could have been very challenging for you to be in. You know, for people who don't want to be accountable for their actions, for people who don't want to work on, you know, a relationship. They just want to give up, move on to the next thing, and they want things instantly. Oh, there's somebody better. Okay, I'm going to go try and move on to that. Oh, I want to try and move on to that. And this in itself hit your ego. Maybe you didn't recognize or see this sort of thing coming. And you thought, you know, my life's going pretty well. I found my person and everything's great. And then out of the blue, this person chooses somebody else. And that could have really hit the ego there. Bringing challenges, but you've overcome this spiritual lesson, and this is what your ancestors want to tell you. The message is for you. You've overcome it. You have victory and success. You're not defeated. Okay, so you could have felt like, I lost, they chose somebody else, but you're not defeated. It's where to go now. Somebody's heavily attracted to you. I can tell somebody is moving in this energy, something you've been waiting for. So it might even be the same person for some. Yep, as I shuffle the cards, the Three of Swords flips over there. So somebody may come towards you here who broke your heart. If that's the case, I would still feel like that you're still healing from this person. They could still maybe even hurt you, because, you know, when you love somebody and they hurt you or betray you, it's a different hurt, right? I mean, it goes right to the core. It's like something I feel like I'm never going to get over that pain. I'll learn from it, I'll grow from it, but I'll never forget it. I'll understand this as a lesson, but this pain is something that I'll take with me. It's changed me forever here. Growing pains, but it's changed me. And that's the sort of energy that's coming with you, that although it was, you know, either a great loss and difficulty or a great challenge going through life where nobody's accountable for their actions, and then meeting a romantic partner and nobody held them accountable, nobody stood up for you. It's still, you know, a sensitive matter here. But you're at this crossroads, like, where you're like, do I keep living in this pain, or do I allow something beautiful into my life? They've recognized that, I feel like they've recognized in a time where you no longer needed that that recognition from them. You didn't need them now, but now you didn't need it. You see what happens? It comes in, Six of Wands. It's usually somebody on a horse, right? The Six of Wands. And everybody's welcoming them and celebrating them. I feel like it came at a time you don't need it, because this hurt ran too deep. So you had to do the healing, but this is showing victory is coming, success is coming your way. But I see with a lot of hurt and pain that can't be, forgotten. Can be forgiven, but it can't be forgotten. It's a reminder here, Temperance. So yeah, I definitely feel somebody wants a second chance with you. Whether you give it or not is up to you. It's just that they're going to let you know that, hey, I want a second chance. Like, do you want it? This is higher learning for you. It's about patience. You waited a long time for this. I feel like the sign that you're getting here indicates that it's time to reward yourself for the efforts that you've put in throughout life. I feel like you want to be genuinely happy from the inside out. So you had to do the work from the inside out. This means that positive things are coming. You know, that patience you practiced will now reward you. It's mirrored with the Six of Wands. So you're now going to be rewarded for that patience. I definitely see somebody like questioning, do I make an offer? Will they accept me back? And they put their ego to the side here with the Emperor reverse for a short amount of time and make you this offer. They still find you attractive. It's the news you waited for here. Some of you that, hey, Do they still like me? Do I know? Do I make the right decision? Do I wait? You're going to get some sort of sign that either waiting was the right thing to do or moving on was the right thing to do. Two of Swords. So another 2 here. We see sevens. 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands. We see the 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and we see 2 of Wands and 2 of Swords here. So a lot of work that's been happening. Either somebody's been working on their inner child and physical challenges in their everyday life to find union with a twin flame, or this is somebody who a karmic partner triggered this spiritual awakening where they had to face these challenges and recognize that somebody, you know, they shouldn't have been an option. Somebody shouldn't have had the choice whether, you know, they could be with you or not. They should have, once there was another person, you should have chose you rather than give them a choice. Pick, because it made you feel less in value, but you're not here. Indecision is a decision. If somebody can't make up their mind between 2 people, that's a decision. If they're not with you, then leave them to it. They'll soon come around and make the right decision. If it's meant to be, it will always be. I feel like if that's the case, you're probably hurting yourself more, letting this person have that power over you. Like, if they are with me or not is their choice. If they broke your heart and are with somebody else, don't give them that choice. 9 of Cups here. So this is your wishes being granted once you've overcome those spiritual lessons. Where your focus is now, it will expand. So if your focus is, we're all at different stages, right? So if your focus is on heartbreak, I feel like there may be something coming, like say, if somebody's been choosing, they may be deciding not to be with you. So that heartache may be expanding if you're focused there. If this happened a long time ago and you're a little bit past that, you face these challenges, it's time to reap these rewards from Jupiter. If you've been in hermit mode, 9 of Cups, the 9's related to the hermit, it's the 9th house, Sagittarius. So, you know, if you have been doing that work that's outside of the box of everybody else's way of thinking and, you know, doing that generational work, here you will see blessings coming your way. Wishes, whatever you want to call them, with the 9 of Cups. And that's what we see. We've seen it, right, when I said he wants to come out, this King of Cups. So now we see this King of Cups making an appearance. Now you've done all the work. If you're halfway through the work or even facing heartache, look at what's waiting at the other end for you. Somebody who's ready to love. You know, they may have a few scars themselves, you know, from life, but here they are. This person's ready to love, ready to be with you, desires you in so many ways. I feel like this will be a new lesson, that this is how you're supposed to love and be loved. And this person's got lots of things to teach you. I feel like you'll have a lot of fun with this person, this King of Cups. Could be another water sign, but we have Sagittarius on the board, and all the signs will generally come out. We have Leos, Aries. Ooh, I love it. Look at this. Look what your reward will be. True love with somebody who's ready to love. Not ready just to take from you, judge you, belittle you. This is somebody who's ready to be with you. This is your true love. Somebody, this is your forever person. And this is what, you know, you'll understand when you meet them. Okay, this is why it didn't work with others. This is why I had to go through those experiences before I met this other person. So this love wasn't tainted. Because love can be very easily tainted by family members, friends, jobs, anything like that, right? So this person here, they're offering true love. It's almost what you've wished for all your life with this 9 of Cups. Ice King could be an air sign for some. If somebody's being very cold towards you, very distant here, you might find that they come forward and communicate. Triangle, yeah, it definitely seems like they could have dragged you into a triangle and chose another person. affecting your ego, and now they're trying to decide, do I come back or not? New love. So if they had an opportunity at new love, maybe you should too. Short term. So if you're single right now, it shouldn't be for much longer if you've done the work. It should be that this is coming to you in a very short amount of time. Like I say, usually when it's around our solar return, the stars line up, and it is much easier for fate and destiny, love and passion to all align. So, you know, you could be out celebrating for your birthday and meet somebody. That's how fate can work for you. Good luck, guys.